You know, when I had the governor on here yesterday, your name was called on several occasions, one of which indicating that you yourself were looking for tax exemptions. You said earlier why we give these away anyway. Talk to me a little bit. Did you listen to what he was saying?
Yeah, I did. And he said that I had written that I was against tax exemptions for Limetree, and that's absolutely not true. I don't think he read it. What I'm saying is that the Limetree was paying higher taxes under the 2015 agreement.
Correct, and I've got it right here.
Right, than it is under the new agreement.
But yet that one point that was brought up, and I'm only having a conversation with you, it was based in that 17.5%.
Right.
Okay, we were going to get that anyway. Now, we had the Trump tax package. Now, that was the justification for the modification and a different approach to this.
Wrong.
Well, okay, go ahead.
Okay. Limetree did not come to us for a modification of the tax. They did not come and say, look, we'd like to start the refinery, but because of the taxes, we need a modification. That is not what happened.
So, wait, it was just done unilaterally?
No. Yeah, it was. No, what happened was Limetree had already spent $44 million, as they testified. This is after the tax drop. They had 700 or 800 people working.
Yes, they had it in the bag already, and
they were going to be refining.
Right,
okay.
and 17.5% was going to go automatically to us. But then the governor felt to front end load this is to have a cost share type thing. Go right ahead.
Okay, so then where was the initiation for a new contract? Limetree didn't come to us saying we need a new contract because the taxes are too high. Okay, the projection was over $1 billion in revenues out of Limetree. And they didn't come to us and say that's too much, we need a break. They were fine with it the way it was. It was the governor who went to them looking for cash, fast cash, okay, that said, hey, what do I have to do to get $70 million?
Right.
Okay, now. All right. And so this contract came about and then Limetree said, well, okay, how about if you cut our future taxes by $400 million, okay, and take away, delay this deconstruction requirement for 5 years, and give us a zero minimum if we don't refine.
Right.
So now we have the option to refine or not, where under 215 they had no option, they had to refine.
Right.
Okay. And so...
And you're correct, not only that, you're going to pay back that loan.
Right. So they got to pay back the $40 million plus out of what taxes they get, plus the reduction in rates. Okay. So it comes out to like 100% interest. So Limetree says, okay, we'll give you the money, 100% a year interest. Here's how it structures out. And the government says, okay, I need it bad now before the election. And so, but we can't sell it to the Senate this way. Okay, what we have to do is go to the Senate and say, look, because of the Trump tax cut and everything, Limetree needs this to be able to refine. So they totally lied, deceived. Limetree, a private corporation, conspiring with the governor to deceive the Senate and interfere with our governmental process. This is unconscionable, okay? And if you look at the testimony of all the senators, they got 5 minutes, it's on video, they all thought a yes vote meant that we would refine, and a no vote meant no, we wouldn't, because the company can't do it without the tax breaks. It had nothing to do with it. Okay, a no vote meant that they would continue the way they were with the 2015 contract, with the higher taxes and everything else, and they would refine by 2020. Okay, with the yes vote, they have an option. Okay, they can continue going to refine and at lower taxes. Okay, or they get a 5-year delay. They could delay it for 5 years because of the deconstruction delay and the zero cost for a minimum. Okay, and so that wasn't what they were voting on. Right, so the Senate was completely deceived, and the way I'm saying it now is the silence is deafening. The senators know this now. They know that they were going full speed ahead under the 2015 contract. Okay, they know they were going to be refining, and they now know that it was the governor who went to Limetree to get money. It wasn't Limetree going to us to get the contract modified. Okay, so this is bad all around. And that's what I had on my Facebook post, And then when the governor comes back and says, "Oh, so you're against Limetree getting a tax break?"
Well, you were extension. You were blogging back and forth
Yes.
between MAP. Am I correct?
No, it's just once with him.
Just once. Okay.
Okay. I was blogging I was on Facebook posting
Facebook,
to
yes.
other people. It's just what I told you.
Sure.
And MAP comes on and said, why are you against Limetree getting a tax break? You're getting tax breaks.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. That wrong answer.
Right.
Okay. He didn't say, look, these allegations you're making are not true. He didn't say that. Okay. So this is tacit approval or tacit agreement with that what I was saying was the truth.
Yes.
And he's had a lot of time to disagree, and he hasn't. And it's not like he didn't answer at all. He did answer, and he did disagree. And so I think it's now obvious to anybody who's been following it that we've got a pretty serious situation in our hands with what happened. The Senate should be moving to rescind the vote, re-explain what's going on, that this is a vote for a payday loan in return for lower taxes without it. Okay, a no vote means they refine based on the 215 agreement at 17%. A yes vote means we get a few bucks up front and cut their taxes by 10 times more.
Are you holding your breath for that?
Of course not.
Of course.
Yeah.
Now,
that's my favorite expression. You must be new here. But here's the thing. 3 of these senators are candidates, gubernatorial candidates.
I got the list right here.
We got Senator Millen Young, who's running for governor, saying nothing about this and having been duped, fooled, deceived, defrauded by.
Oh, she didn't vote for it.
Doesn't matter.
Okay.
She didn't. She voted no, right?
Oh, she's been speaking out on it. As a matter of fact, she's coming on after you.
Yeah, and she did vote for what she thought she was voting on.
Yes.
Now she knows that.
Yes.
Hasn't said anything.
Yeah.
Okay. And you had the other 2 senators. You've got Senator Hansen.
Yes.
Had no idea this was what they were doing to us.
Right.
That they were, that we had gone to Limetree for money. It's not that Limetree had come to us.
But
for
Roach didn't vote against it, right?
Yeah, it doesn't matter whether they voted for it or against it. They were voting on the wrong thing.
I understand.
I'm not criticizing the vote.
How in heaven's name do you think a politician is going to admit they're wrong?
Yeah, well, you're talking to one right here.
Well, you did. All right, and I have no problem at all. And I thought with
but look,
the discussion we
what
had.
I'm saying is how do you vote for somebody who's like that? I'm not saying they're not like that. I agree with you. You agree with me.
Yeah.
I mean, to me, the fact that they don't come out and work to make this right.
Well, it was a rush, and this is part of the strategy. I've had witnesses.
Sure, but once you understand it, you go back and you can call mistrial, right? Because you have a material change of information, and they're not doing that. And none of the other candidates, even the ones who are not senators, are not saying anything. Total silence on this idea. What, are they silent on the idea that Limetree and the governor conspired to defraud the Senate? It's just of no consequence to them?
Right.
Like, how does that qualify them for chief executive officer?
Let's take a break now, and we'll requalify or disqualify when we get back on Caribbean Country 93.5. Thank you.